Hello again, my little cherubs. It's been a little while since we've talked, but, yeah, I just found out something this morning interesting that I figured I'd share with you. It appears that, and I can't say we didn't know this was coming, they just forced through, when I say they, Senate Judiciary confirmation of Emil Bove, who essentially is the true 21st century version of probably Darth Vader, if we're using Star Wars analogies. This isn't good. This isn't good by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, this man has had so many red flags around him, not to mention that Trump was his private client. There's just so much wrong with this voted in nomination that I don't even know where to begin. Why this is hugely important is because Bove, I understand, is going to be in the Court of Appeals, and I believe if anyone sees this and knows the exact facts, please keep me honest, but I think it's New Jersey, New York area, but I believe I saw New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. That's not good, because that is predominantly a blue area. So what does that mean? Excuse me. What that means is now MAGA has someone in a blue district, a predominantly blue area, which, mind you, recently, if I'm correct, the federal judiciary for that area declined Alina Habba from being the Attorney General for New Jersey. So let's think about this for a second. If she couldn't get in, and that was with a few Bush appointees, from my understanding. And again, I'm just firing this off, so if anyone sees this, please keep me honest. But this is a problem, because that means now they can run to Emil Bove, who's in a predominantly blue area. And for the LGBTQIA plus community, this is really bad. This is really bad, because any protections we might still have, now you got these right-wing maggots who are basically going to start running to Bove to overturn any lower court decisions. And I am severely abridging this because, again, I'm just finding out about this. But this was pretty big. This is a pretty big one. Because that basically now just helps to throw, or should I say cast the net out, as it were, for the maggot agenda, aka Project 2025. Oh, and by the way, Project Esther. That hasn't come up yet, and I'm waiting for the day that they do talk about Project Esther, but openly. I'm not going to spoil the surprises. Look it up. It's interesting, and yes, it is a reference to the Bible. We are screwed right now. My little cherubs, it's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. I don't like to be the alarmist, but this time I am going to be the alarmist. And also try to be the voice of reason in this room. Well, in this channel. People are going to see it for a whole multitude of different reasons. Poverty, abortion, everything else. It is very easy to get lost and caught up in that ethos, in that media sphere. And I'm going to do what I can to try to keep it solely centered on our community, because much like the black community, who they were right, no one else is going to give a shit about us but us. And if you're that fucking delusional to think that there's going to be elections and we're going to be able to change this shit without being radical, and when I mean radical, I mean to the extent that it is necessary, because the maggots are doing it already. Look at all the mass deportations and the fucking alligator Auschwitz. I hear more about abortion and women being criminalized, and don't get me wrong, that is extremely important. Do not get me wrong. It is horrible, it's horrendous, but I need to focus on my community too. Because before you know it, they're gonna be throwing our asses in fucking alligator Auschwitz. And by the way, hopefully if I can do one today, I will. You guys might want to take a look at Donald Trump's executive order about getting rid of the homeless, because I believe there's a section that also refers to the mentally unstable, and LGBTQ community. If I could do one later today, I will, specifically on that one. But until then, I just need to get on here and rant and just say, this is bad. This is extremely bad, my little cherubs. And I don't know how you go from trashy to classy in this one, other than we have to start thinking outside the box. We have to start protecting ourselves. Legally, physically, if we have to. But we just can't take any chances. We, as normal, are being shoved off to one side and only brought out when it's convenient. I'm not letting that happen if I have anything to say about it. And as always, it's not trashy, it's classy. I'll catch you on the flip side. À tout à l'heure, mes enfants.